Hey fam, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. If you're new, and welcome back. If you're returning, either way, I appreciate you. I was like totally brain farted my usual greeting there. Oh well, we got through it, didn't we? Yesterday kind of fried my brain. I did something amazing. I finally went to the Department of Washington, or Department of Licensing website, and yeah, I do still need an interlock device, but I also learned that I can take the written test, and the test scores are good for 2 years if I pass. So I booked one for Saturday, for next Saturday. I booked a test, and then I read the entire handbook yesterday, and it has gotten up to 191 pages, y'all. It's now kind of dense reading. I remember I used to be able to read the whole thing in a couple hours last time I read it, which was a long time ago. It's probably 20 years ago. It was right after I came back from Long Beach and had to get my Washington. No. Why did I have to read it last time? Because my Washington state license was still valid when I moved back from California. I did have to get a California license, but I didn't have to retest for the Washington one. I guess the cat's out of the bag on the state I live in now. That's fine. Yeah, so wish me luck on that. I'm going to reread the handbook during my bus rides to and from work. I found a couple practice tests online, but the website was kind of not good. Like there was supposed to be a full 46 question test, but both times I clicked on that, I only got 10 questions, and the second time, 2 of the questions were about California. So that was a little frustrating. I might look again. I thought Washington used to have practice tests, but sorry. My nose is running, obviously. Yeah, that just totally broke my train of thought there. What else? I feel like I did something else important yesterday. I don't know, that's a pretty big deal though. Oh, I spread my chicken litter and the chicken run, did laundry, did the description and pinned comment and thumbnail for one video yesterday. I called the hospital where I left my ISIS ring to see if it had been turned into lost and found, and it had not. So I think it may be well and truly gone. And I cried. I cried pretty hard about that. And I think about a lot of things. I think crying, like losing that, loosened up a bunch of grief about all kinds of stuff, past and present. So I had a good cry yesterday. I didn't do any art, which is disappointing, but I am so glad that I'm getting the ball rolling with getting my license back. I'm really proud of myself for that. I will get back to art. But I think getting some of this stuff done that I've been putting off for literally years now, while I'm feeling motivated to do so, is really exciting. Oh, I know. So I've been requesting another pile of wood chips from Chip Drop, which is, you can get free or extremely cheap piles of wood chips for mulch for your garden from Chip Drop. And I've gotten, I think, 3 free loads last year. But this year, like, I put my first request in April and I hadn't gotten any until now. And I kept having to renew my request. And you can, there's an option to donate to the people dropping your chips. So yesterday morning when Chip Drop asked me to renew my request, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put a donation in. So I donated $20 and I got a drop yesterday afternoon. Apparently $20 was all that was holding me back from my wood chips. Of course, now that means I have to spread them all, but that's okay. I had a bit of a pile left in my driveway from last year, but I didn't think that it would go as far as I wanted it to, and I didn't want to do like a half job and then not know when I was going to get more chips and not have enough to do everything I wanted to. So I'm glad that I got them yesterday. So my next few weekends, aside from written tests, and then if I pass that, driving test, and it looks like the school that I'm doing my written test at, which is within walking distance of my house, which is awesome, also has driving tests with their vehicles, so that's also really exciting. So I can just get that done, and that test, if I pass it, is good for a year. So I have a year to get my vehicle and get the interlock device on it and stuff. Well, no, I'll have to get my license, because you can't register a vehicle without a license. So I'll have to do the testing, go in, get my license, and then get my vehicle and get the interlock device. So I have a plan. I am taking actual steps on it, and I am very proud of myself. I feel a bit nervous about the written exam. I've always passed it in the past. The California one I got 100% on. I remember the lady behind the counter was shocked. That was a written test on actual paper. That's how old I am. But still, one thing I noticed in the handbook this time that I really like is that there was a lot of language about mindfulness and like even tips on how to remain calm and how to breathe through stressful situations. And I was like, whoa, like no wonder it's 191 pages, like proper mental health while behind the wheel was a large part of the topic of conversation. And I love to see it. I feel like that means that the zeitgeist is changing. Mindfulness, if mindfulness is even in the government issued driver's handbook, I think it's good. I think it's good. It's a change in the right direction. I really feel like I'm leaving something out. I'm gonna look at my to-do list from last week and see if there's anything else that I'd planned on doing that I did. Nope. I think that's it. I think that's all I did. That's okay. I am just so pleased with the fact that on Friday I called the wealth management people, and then on Sunday I actually finally looked into my driver's license and took a step towards getting it reinstated. That's huge. I mean, it's huge for me. And while I am nervous about the test, I'm not scared. I feel like even if I fail it, I'll just reschedule and I'll study harder. I'm not going to be that upset about it or embarrassed about it. When I scheduled it for next week, I had no idea that the handbook was going to be so much longer than I remembered. And I didn't want it to be so far out that I would study for it now and then kind of dwindle off with the studying and then forget everything. So I know that I don't have the attention span to study one thing consistently for 4 weeks. There's no way I could do that. Or even maybe 2 weeks. I might be able to do it for 8 or 9 days, and then the last few days before the test, I probably wouldn't want to, and then the day of the test, I'd be like, ah, shit. So I think and I hope this is the perfect amount of time to cram the manual into my head and then regurgitate it for the test. I mean, thankfully, a lot of it I did remember. So some of the knowledge I don't have to cram into my head because it's still there from 10 years ago and beyond. So yeah, oh my God. I grabbed mismatched earrings this morning. Should I wear them? I think I won't wear them. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for it. And I had such a struggle getting these 2 earrings off my earring tree this morning, too. It was a comedy of errors. They kept getting tangled up with each other and on the tree, and I've never had so much trouble pulling earrings off in my life. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. They feel different. I'll probably get, I meant to wear the dragonfly earrings today. I'll probably get my other dragonfly earring after I get off the video. But first, we're going to do, I don't know what this accent is, the Writing Down the Bones deck from Natalie Goldberg. We are on chord. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going a little Lulu. We're on card number 37. The Buddha A historical awakened human being said, peace is the highest good. What is peaceful in your life? Dig deep. You might have to warm up. What is not peaceful in your day? Go 10 minutes on the back. But please also find some trace of peace through your writing. Life is so fast. We forget about peace, but it's important. And I feel that so hard with my friend's situation who's in the hospital right now. Life is so fast. Faster for some than others, but we don't know. We have no idea. I can't remember if I told you this, but the cancer he has, he was told that if he hadn't been in his accident and they hadn't done blood work, he would have been dead in 6 weeks from this cancer. It's so aggressive. And he had no idea. He had no symptoms. Like, anything can happen. So that is just such a stark reminder to make the most of our lives and not squander our minutes away in jobs we despise and scrolling and all of that, in relationships that don't fulfill us, watching TV to just pass the time. What's the point of that? I know that it's really hard to put effort into things. Believe me, I know. Look how much work I've had to do just to call the wealth management company I want to work with and just to start working on getting my driver's license reinstated. Like, it took journaling, it took talking about it here, it took like giving myself grace when part of me just literally refused to do it. I know it's hard. It's worth it though. I promise it's worth it. It's worth it to make the most of your life. But also have patience with yourself and give yourself grace, as I have been doing, because we are complicated little creatures. We can't just force ourselves to do everything that we wish we could do or should do or whatever. So, all of that said, I love you so much. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, may you feel at ease, and may you love and accept yourself exactly as you are in this very moment. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.